Hey everybody, CW here, Card Wolf, because I'm always on the hunt for great cards, and you see the close-up on the big pink D20, and you know what that means. There is the close-up on the gray D20, and that means it is time, yes, once again, for only the second time on the channel, it is time for Double Dorking with dice. That's right, we got a double-sized dorking box, and you can see it there. It is packed. It is packed with packs, is what it is packed with. And you see we've got two D20s. We're going to be opening packs like there is no tomorrow, even though there is. Hope you guys are doing well. It is Friday as I record this, and I am excited for the weekend. Hope you guys are too. Should be a great slate of football games on Sunday. I mentioned it yesterday, and I will mention it again. And we are going to get to some serious dorking with dice. We got two D20s, one for each of these two boxes that are jammed full of packs. And it is a mixed box like it has never been before. It is mixed with football, hockey, and baseball, plus some mystery packs that I will not go into unless we pull one of them. And then you will be hopefully surprised and delighted, or maybe you will be like, what are you thinking, Card Wolf? Where did you even get that zany pack that you put in there? Who knows? But in any event, it is double dorking. We're going to get to it. I'm going to show you first. There are special packs in here, as always, in the 1 and 20 spots for each box. There's also a good pack in the 10 spots, but not quite of the same caliber. In the number one spot for box number one is this 1984 pack of Topps football that we have been desperately trying to open for many weeks now. I'm leaving that in there, and hopefully we will roll a 1 on the big pink D20 today. In the number 20 spot for that box, I've added a new pack. This is a 1982 pack of Topps baseball that I found. You can see it's a little worse for wear. It's got a little hole in the front there where I think some of the gum poked through, but this is definitely still sealed, and it has been in my collection for a long time. I think the gum just kind of it's broken up in there, and I think the gum kind of caused that hole. But a 1982 pack of Topps is a pretty huge pack to be adding in there. You can pull a Cal Ripken Jr. rookie, as well as a Lee Smith rookie, and many, many Hall of Famers. So that is an exciting pack to add. In box number 2, in the number 1 spot, we have this 1989 hockey pack that we have been wanting to open. Joe Sakic rookie possibility in here. And that is a really, really big card. So hope we can get to that one. And then, of course, in the number 20 spot, I have carried over that official football magnet pack where you get 5 player magnets. So we'll hope to see that one in there. But once again, there are some really good packs spread throughout here. Some good ones in the 10 spots. And yes, in the 17 spots as well. We will see what we get. So we're going to do what we did last time and roll both of these D20s at once, and they will correspond to their specific boxes. And we'll see what we get there. Whoa, I lost the gray one there. Let's try him again. Oh, and again, he's off the table. He's very rolly today. I'm not sure what that's about. Oh, we almost had the 20 on that one. Wow, what is going on here? Do you see what we have here? I cannot believe this. We have 8s on both die. What is that about? So we got to get the 8-pack out of both of these boxes. At least that'll be easy for me to remember what we've pulled. All right, so I know that this one is number 10. That's 9. 8 out of the first box is Topps Hockey 1992. And 8, I know this is number 10. 8 out of the second box is, what do we have here? This is, I believe, 1988 Donruss baseball. So we got a hockey and a baseball pack. 92 hockey. We get a gold card in here, as you do in every pack of 1992 hockey. I'll show you that there. I don't think there are any big inserts. I think the gold card was the big deal out of this pack. We'll start with that and see how we do. Getting something good out of here. Thank you guys for tuning into the channel today. I really appreciate it. Hope you have enjoyed Dorking with Dice Week here on the Card Wolf Network. We start off with Troy Gamble, a goalie for the Canucks back in 92. Get that in focus and frame it up for you. There we are. Flip that over, and we got, who is this? Benoit Hogue, who we pulled just the other day when we did Dorking with Dice on Ice. And here we got Phil Housley from the Jets, and Trevor Kidd, another goalie from Calgary there, and Ray Shepard from the Red Wings. We got Stephen Finn. Man, the drop shadow on the names on some of these cards is a little intense. There's a pretty severe drop shadow back there. It makes it rather challenging to read some of these cards. We got Tom Fitzgerald there from New York. And here's our gold card from the pack. Let's see how we did here. This is Greg Paslowski from Quebec. That's the first Nordiques card I think we've pulled all week. And we opened a ton of packs from hockey when we did the On Ice show. So nice to see a Nordiques card. Tony Granato from the Kings. And behind him is Rick Zombo from St. Louis. We flip it for Guy Carbonneau from the Canadiens and Joe Sorella from the Rangers. And then Luke Richardson from the Oilers. And then Dean Evison. And our final card of the pack is David Williams. So no huge hits there. I'll leave our gold card on top. Really no big hits at all out of that one. Hopefully we will do better with this 1988 pack of Donruss for us. Hopefully we'll find something really good in here. See if we pull some Hall of Famers. We get a puzzle piece to start off, as always. That is part of, I think that's Stan Musial's upper arm, perhaps? Is that who that is? It is Stan Musial. Put that over there where it belongs. And start off here. We got Bill Wilkinson. Get that in focus for us. There we are. Bill Wilkinson, pitcher for the Mariners. Kevin Mitchell looking kind of pissed. Not sure where Kevin Mitchell is so annoyed that someone is taking his picture to put on a baseball card. Chill out, Kevin. I know you're a power hitter there for the Giants, but just calm down. Nelson Lariano, rated rookie card. That's pretty sweet. Lariano was a really good infielder in the league for a while and good base runner as well. Another rated rookie, Lance Johnson. That would have been a hot card back in 1988. Johnson was a highly touted rookie back then. We got Kirk Gibson. That's a pretty sweet one for you Tigers out there. Shout out to Lisa Z. And Rick Mahler. I think Cole is also a Tigers fan from Cole's Comic Claim, so I'll shout him out too. Why not? Rick Mahler right there looking delighted to be on a baseball card, as he should. Eric Plunk from the A's, and Scott Fletcher looking vexed in his portrait on the Diamond Kings card. I'm vexed too as to why Scott Fletcher is on a Diamond Kings card. I don't remember that happening, and I'm beginning to wonder if perhaps I've stepped into yet another alternate reality. Mike Bilecki, he has a knowing look, as though he is aware that we have indeed stepped into an alternate reality. John Shelby, who started out with the Orioles, was a pretty highly touted prospect for the O's back in, I think Shelby came into the league about 83 or 84, somewhere in there. He was pretty good for him for a while. Bo Jackson, that's a pretty sweet pull. That's probably our best pull so far. We'll put that in the Wolf Lair. Nice Bo Jackson pull for us from Donruss 88. Mike Witt, looking a little out of sorts there out on the mound. That picture is also blurry for some reason. For once, that's not my camera. That's actually the card. Howard Johnson and Ken Oberkfell, who was a really good player for the Cardinals for a while. And Kevin Elster, giving somebody the stink eye, I would say. Kevin Elster, rated rookie card. That would have been a hot pull back in 1988 as well. Kevin Elster was quite the sensation back then. I'll put that over here. And we will roll, hopefully, for some better packs than that. The Bo Jackson was a nice pull, but I think we can do better. All right, let's see what we get here. We get 10 out of box number 1. That is pretty awesome. And we get 3 out of box number 2. All right, so I know what the 10 pack is. It is right here, and it is Hockey 1988 from Topps. And that is a pretty sweet pack for us to open. I'm pretty excited about that. I put that in the box thinking we probably wouldn't hit it, and now here we have. So that's pretty awesome. 1988 is a good pack for us, a very vintage pack. And number 3 in the second box is Studio Baseball. Always a favorite for me. Studio Baseball 1991. We should get some good information about players from that pack. Let's start off with our 88 hockey pack. I believe this is Brett Hull rookie. Comes out of these packs, so hopefully we'll find one of those, and if not, maybe we'll find a Gretzky. We pulled a Gretzky earlier this week, and I'd like to get another one, certainly. We will not be partaking of that gum. Thanks anyway, guys. All right, so let's flip this over. We start off with Paul McLean. That is a really great portrait of Paul McLean. Let's get that in focus. You won't want to miss that. Nice Paul McLean portrait there. And Mats Naslund, nice card there from the Canadiens. Craig Simpson there, and I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, a lot of people don't like this card design for some reason. Maybe it's the thumbtack. I'm not sure what it is, but I think Shane from Shoebox Legends is really quite fond of this design. He was just showing some of these a few weeks ago, and I remember he liked them a lot. Adam Oates and Dale Hunter there from the Caps. Miko McCalla from the Islanders. And here's our insert card for the pack. It is Patrick Raw All-Star. That is pretty sweet. Wolf Lair, that one for sure. That's a nice one. I like to see that. And then we got Peter Zezel from the Flyers. Jimmy Carson, not the, I've got to get this in focus or else it's going to be really boring to you. Jimmy Carson, there he is, not the late night talk show host from back in the day. Next card should be Ed McMahon. It is not. It is Brian Propp, longtime player in the NHL there with the Flyers. Scott Stevens, a very good defenseman for the Capitals. That's a nice one. Put that one on top. Rick Touche from the Flyers as well. And Aaron Broughton from the Devils. Pretty good left wing for them for many years. I like that one. Put Scott Stevens on top. I think our best pull out of that pack was surely the Patrick Roy. Put that there. And now we get to this awesome pack of Studio 1991 baseball. As I think Leaf Fan Down Under has told me, every time I open this, he always tells me I cannot look at those cards. They look like they're photos from a dating site. And I think he's right. I think he's totally right. Here's a completely weird and not really interesting puzzle piece card for you to enjoy. That goes over there where puzzle piece cards go in my world. Dave Stieb, right-handed pitcher. I think when you see that, you can kind of see why Leaf Fan Down Under believes these are like from a dating website, because that's kind of what they look like. I mean, Dave Stieb looking like let's see what Dave Stieb likes. Let's see what he does. I'll have to put my spectacles on here. His hobbies are golf, hunting, and playing the guitar. Yes. He follows the San Francisco 49ers, and his hero is Reggie Jackson. Pretty interesting. I would not have guessed that about Dave Stieb. Howard Johnson lurking behind the bat there and giving you kind of a creepy grin. And Mark Gubicza, right-handed pitcher for the Kansas City Royals, among others. He's definitely got the mullet thing going here. You can see the hair sort of sneaking behind there, but you won't fool us, Mark Gubicza. Let's see what you like beside mullets. You also like golf. That's pretty much the standard for a lot of these players. When you ask them what they like, it's always golf. TV shows are Cheers, and The Simpsons. Cheers is always a perennial favorite among baseball players from this era. He collects sports memorabilia and signed baseball cards. Did not know that about Gubicza. That's pretty neat. Randy Milligan, man, tell me that's not a dating website photo. That totally is. Randy Milligan. Wow, very nice there. Gary Sheffield. Let's see what Gary Sheffield likes. We'll find out here. His father, Harold, is his hero, and his interests are basketball and listening to jazz and top 40. All right, not so bad there. Tim Nehring, looking as though he's just worked out intensively and needs to towel off. Andy Van Slyke. We got to see what Andy Van Slyke likes. Let's find out about that. His interests are reading, the budget, and bass fishing. Reading the budget. I don't know what that even means. St. Louis Blues hockey fan. That's pretty cool. So I like to see that. I don't know what reading the budget is. That I don't know what that even means. I'm not sure what that means. Chris Sabo looking skeptical without his glasses. He's probably just squinting. Chris Sabo wore glasses for most of his career. So you make the guy take his glasses off. That's the look you're going to get. Lloyd Moseby. That is an awesome portrait. Look at Lloyd Moseby looking pensive and thoughtful there, ladies. Lloyd Moseby is available to you. And his interests are golf. Perennial. He likes gospel music. His favorite show is Cosby. You can't fault him for that because we didn't know about Bill Cosby back then. Collects baseball cards. That's pretty awesome. Collects baseball cards with his son, in fact. That is great. And his hero is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the basketball player. That's a nice card. I like that one. And Mookie Wilson. Mookie Wilson looks like a guy who's just having fun out there. I always like Mookie Wilson. His hobbies are fishing and working on old cars, and he likes jazz. All right, Mookie. So those are pretty great. No huge stars out of there, but I certainly do enjoy the studio packs. I mean, I'm not sure who to put on top. I think I might put... I'm going to put Lloyd Moseby on top. I really enjoyed that photo of him. We got to roll some more packs here. Let's do it. See what else we get. Oh, man, we almost had 1 on that gray die. And, of course, 17. We haven't had a 17 yet, so that has to come up every time we do a Dorking with Dice episode. If we don't hit 17 and I don't hit the camera, then we haven't done it right. So let's see. That was 10 that we pulled out of there. So this is 11, 12, 13, and 14 out of this box is another studio pack. Unbelievable. There were 2, 1 in each box. This is Studio 93. The one we just looked at was 91. And number 17 is a good pack. I know exactly which one it is. So it is a special pack I just added. It is Parky's Tall Boys. And this is kind of it's a reprint set of the 1964-65 Parkhurst hockey. And these are beautiful cards, but there are also inserts that you can get in here that are pretty sweet. It might even tell us on the back You can get an insert card or 1 out of 126 packs for the American Greats cards. And you can also get an autographed card out of there as well for the same odds that would appear, and 1 out of 32 for the Future Star cards. So we have at least a little bit of a chance at the Future Stars cards. Anyway, that is going to be a very fun pack. I don't know if you guys have ever seen these before, but these are beautiful cards, and I think you're going to really enjoy seeing what's in there. Let's get to this studio pack first, and I'll try not to be so fascinated with it and take as much time as I did with the Studio 91 pack. These 93 cards are actually a little prettier. They're in color, and they're not quite as much of a dating site photo as Leaf Fan has reminded us. And they also don't have the name on the front, so I'm going to have to guess or turn them over. That's an Oriole, so you would think I would know that one. And I'm going to say John Shelby, just because we saw his card a little bit ago. Who is it? It's Harold Reynolds, who I often forget was an Oriole because I think of him as a Mariner. And he says he might have been a history teacher. It's out of focus for you. He might have been a history teacher if he hadn't been an athlete. So Harold Reynolds, the history teacher there. Flip it over, and we got Paul O'Neill. That's an easy one. Paul O'Neill, let's see what he might have done with his life. His most prized possession is his 1990 World Series ring. I can understand that. His pet peeve is called third strikes. I can understand that, too. Makes a lot of sense. Mark McGwire, that's a pretty sweet card to pull. I like that one. Not sure I own that, actually. Let's see what Mark McGwire has to say. He loves to face the Royals, where he's hitting 300, and he hates to face the Rangers. He might have been in law enforcement if he hadn't been an athlete, and his pet peeve is waiting. Well, I certainly agree with that, sir. Nothing bugs me more than waiting. Mark Grace is the Heritage insert. Mark Grace looks kind of creepy in that photo. He looks kind of zombified or something. I don't know about that. It's kind of a weird photo. Who is this? This is... not sure who that is. I'm not going to guess. Bobby Bowe, Bobby Bonilla. He might have been an electrician if he hadn't been an athlete. Good to know about Bobby Bowe. And that is also someone I don't know. Man, I'm really striking out today. Kevin Seitzer, who I also don't think is an Oakland A. So I think I'm being tricked, really. His favorite player as a kid was Joe Torre, and he might have been an industrial electrician if he hadn't been an athlete. Very interesting there. A lot of electronics there. This one I feel like I really should know, and I'm just drawing a blank today. My head's just not in the game. It's Juan Gonzalez. Come on now, I should have recognized him. His favorite players as a kid were Dave Winfield and Orlando Cepeda, who I don't think they overlapped at all. I think Cepeda had retired by the time Winfield came into the league, or maybe they overlapped for like half a season or something. His most prized possession is life. Now, I feel like Wangan, you got to do a little better than that, buddy. I mean, everybody can say that. There's got to be something unique that you own that is a prized possession. Mark McGwire again. Will you not leave us alone, Mark McGwire? I'm vexed by you. Tired of Mark McGwire. Damon Easley? Is that who this is? It is Damian Easley. And he might have been a businessman if he hadn't been an athlete. All right, Frank Viola, I recognize him immediately. Sweet Music might have been a statistician if he hadn't been an athlete. That's horribly boring, Frank. We got Rick Williams here. Is that who this is? Yeah, Rick Wilkins, the catcher. And he might have been an engineer if he hadn't been an athlete. All right. And then the last one here, Jeff Conine, maybe? It is Jeff Conine. Very nice. His favorite player as a kid was George Brett, and he might have been an oceanographer if he hadn't been an athlete. Now, that's what I'm talking about. That is great. Do you have a prized possession? Pet peeve is excuses. Well, that's a little lame. He doesn't have a prized possession that he wants to list, but Jeff Conine there. So pretty interesting. I'm going to put the creepy photo of Mark Grace on the cover there. It would have been Mark McGwire, but we got two of them, and I don't really like when collations go like that. So now we get to open this awesome Parky's Tall Boys pack. That is very cool. Was hoping we'd get to this one. Just put it in there today, so it should be a lot of fun. Let's see what we get out of here. If you've never seen these open, these are beautiful cards. They are reprints of the classic Parkhurst set, but there are also some other ones in here that are pretty cool too. Here's Jim Mickle from the Rangers. Got to get these in focus so you can enjoy them. This is the third oversized pack that we have opened this week, and I never have opened that much oversized before on the show. Ron Murphy from Detroit. Tom Williams, looking pretty happy to be with Boston. And there you got Stan Mikita. That's a good one. That's the Art Ross Trophy winner, Stan Mikita. That's pretty sweet. Put that one in the Wolf Lair for sure. We got Doug Moans and Dean Prentice from the Bruins. Ted Harris. And first team All-Star Pierre Pilote. That is pretty awesome from Chicago. Jim Roberts looking frightened of the hockey puck. What's happened, Jim? Did you see a mouse run across the ice? I don't know what's going on there with Jim Roberts. And then these are the ones I really like. These are just beautiful cards. Get that in focus. Hawk's Eye Bellevue. That is awesome. That is a really cool on-the-rink shot. You can see the audience in suits and ties back there, back when hockey was classy. So there we go. That is pretty cool. Pretty happy with that, and we have reached the 20-minute mark, so I think I'm going to shut it down. And thank you very much for showing up for Double Dorking today. I will see you on the show on Monday, and I hope you have a great weekend. And as always, happy collecting.